Oh, that's cool. So, okay, so the Hangout's live now, and this is like on Webinar Jam, huh?
Yes, it is. So, folks, for anybody who's watching live, what we're going to do here is we've been recording our podcast using Hangouts. And so what I thought was, why not use Webinar Jam, which already uses Hangouts, but allows people to sign in, and then they can actually interact with us during the show and even jump in as if they were a caller on a radio talk show. They can actually request to come on and ask questions, and we can actually do that. So we're not going to run it as if it's a webinar. It's still going to run just like the radio show did. And if people are on here and they have questions, we'll take them on as if they were callers to the radio show. And it'll just adds a little extra layer of goodness to the show, and hopefully will bring some value to you guys. You can still watch directly on YouTube, just like you always can. And, of course, the replay will be on YouTube, and the replay will actually be on Webinar Jam as well, which will allow you to ask questions, and they'll be sent over to the email when it's not live. So there are a few more little options we're just kind of playing with to bring some extra value, and it should be good. But we're going to start in just a minute here with the radio show. And one of the things, what we're going to talk about today is some resources for media that you can use in your videos. And then we're going to debut a new segment, which is called Mindset Matters. And we're going to talk in that segment about books and programs and software, things like that actually help to improve your business or your mindset. And should be a fun little addition to the show. Should shake things up a little bit and give people a little extra value. So with that, we're just about at 11 o'clock, so we can do the official recording in just a moment here.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Well, we're actually early for trying to figure all this stuff out.
Yeah, well, I do this every week for something else too. So
you're the man. You're the man. Not the bad man, the good man.
The good brother. The good brother.
The good brother. So yeah, we're just about ready here, and I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1.
This episode of Video Marketing Madness is made possible by freevideoeditor.co. Are you looking to create videos, but you don't want to spend a fortune on a high-end video editor? Well, we've got the perfect solution for you at freevideoeditor.co, where you can download the free Shotcut video editor, which has all those great high-end tools you'd expect in a much, much higher-priced program. But you can get it for free by heading on over to freevideoeditor.co. And on today's show, we're going to talk about media resources that you can use to add extra stuff to your videos. And in our new segment, we're going to talk about a book that's going to help you to start your day off right and be more productive. All right, time for the jingle. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
He's Ray, the video guy. I'm like a bad Neil Young singing it.
Yeah, Ray, the video guy.
Oh, I got this cough. Okay. 3, 2, 1. It's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper on the Earn.show podcast network. Yes. Facebook page, Video Marketing Madness. Twitter, Video MKT Madness. Follow us, like us. Plenty of useful tips there. You know him, you love him. He's Ray the Video Guy.
Yes, indeed. Well, today we're going to talk about some fun stuff because I don't know about you, Steve, but whenever I create videos, I tend to spend a lot of money. Yeah. And what I mean by that is, if I'm creating a video about, plumbing, well, typically what I end up having to do is purchase images or videos that I can use in that final video to make it look and sound better. And, of course, every time we do that, it costs money. We're buying video clips, and we're buying audio clips, and we're buying music, and we're buying sound effects. And the next thing you know, your video production that you're putting together for somebody costs you a couple $100 just to create it. Well, what we want to do is we want to help you to save a little bit of money and find the best places to get some of those video clips, images, and stock audio. Now, of course, the ultimate solution is if you're actually shooting a video for a local business or for somebody that has a product, you want to get all of your shots of them and all the B-roll so you don't have to purchase anything. However, in most situations when you're putting some sort of video project together, you're going to need B-roll that you did not shoot. And so what we want to do is we want to make it easier for you. So we're going to hit you up with a few nice locations where you can get some great stuff. So Steve, how often do you use B-roll in some of your videos?
All the time.
All the time, all the time. And have you ever been to a site called iStock.com?
I have.
Yes. Well, today we're not going to talk much about iStock.com. And the reason we're not going to talk much about them is that they will put you in the poorhouse faster than any other place outside of Las Vegas, I think. So
no wonder I'm homeless.
Yes, exactly. Because typically, if you head over to iStock and you check out some of their stock videos and their stock images, you're going to be spending anywhere from as low as $30 up to a couple $100 for one piece of video or image for your video. Now imagine you're putting together a video for a plumber, you charged him $500, you need some B-roll, you go to iStock, and the next thing you know, you've spent $600 in images in order to create the video. Not a good look. So we want to make sure that we avoid that. So my first suggestion to everybody is use iStock as your absolute last place to go. If you can't find footage that you absolutely need, head on over there to check out and see if they do. But just be aware you're going to pay a premium for picking up anything from them. So that is my first suggestion, is to avoid them until the very end. And that goes for places like Shutterstock as well, or Getty Images, which some of those are actually part of the same company, even, believe it or not. But they're very, very expensive. Getty Images being even more so than the others, where you could be paying $1,000 for a video clip on Getty Images. So just avoid those if you can, at least for the time being. And we're going to give you some great alternate locations where you can pick up some great footage even cheaper. Now, the first place I want to talk about is Video Hive. Now, if you've never been to Video Hive, it's at videohive.net. So it's not a .com, it's a .net. And it's part of a family of websites called Envato, E-N-V-A-T-O. And Envato is actually an Australian company, and they specialize in all sorts of really cool media for your videos and for all of your presentations and websites. So they've got themes for WordPress. They've got images. They've got music. They've got graphic designs. And, of course, they have video in each of their little websites. So they've got Graphic River for graphics, and they've got Audio Jungle for music and things like that. So just a great little company. They've got a lot of stuff on there. And the cool thing about them is that they're actually one of the largest companies online in Australia now. So it's become a very, very big company out there, which is kind of surprising and very cool. But the great thing about them is that you can get your media at a very affordable price. So rather than going to iStock and purchasing a video of a plumber fixing a sink for $60 to $100, you can go to Envato and get one for probably between $8 to $15. Depending upon the clip. So it's very, very affordable. If you want to do stock images instead of video, you can pick up a stock image for somewhere around $3 to $5 typically. So it's a very, very good place to do that. Again, with the audio, many of the places that sell audio are very expensive. They either require you to buy huge packs of audio at one time, or they charge an arm and a leg per piece of music that you pick up. Well, on Audio Jungle, which is part of that whole Video Hive site with Envato, you can actually pick up some really nice music for, typically between $10 to $15. And they have some really good stuff on there. There's one guy named Tim McMorris who is a brilliant musician. His stuff is just fantastic. He sings on some of the music. You've probably heard it on many of the videos that I create. You may have even heard some of those songs that he does. So very, very cool. And Steve, are you still there?
I'm here. All right. How about you, Ray? You kind of froze up there.
Yeah, I kind of froze up. That's why I wanted to make sure. It seemed like the audio was working, but the video did not. But that's okay. We don't care about the video right now.
No, we're you should be back someday.
Exactly. All right, so Now you're able to go to a place that's going to have a ton of great stuff for you that's very inexpensive. Again, you're talking about $10 to $15 for a video clip there. A little story, I used to do all of my own editing, and I always went to places like Envato and bought the footage that I needed. Well, believe it or not, there's a lot of places you can go where you can get free footage. And it wasn't until I hired another video editor whose job was to save me money on media where I really learned that you can build a lot of great stuff without spending money on places like Video Hive or iStock. And the first site that I want to tell you about is a site called Pexels, PEXELS.com.
Tell me that again, PEX.
ELS.com. Pexels.
Okay.
Kind of like pixels, but with an E.
Okay.
And what this site is this is a repository of what they call Creative Commons Zero media. And what Creative Commons Zero media is video, audio, images that have been released under the Creative Commons license. But the Zero distinguishes that you do not need to have any sort of attribution. So if you use one of the Creative Commons images, you don't have to say, you know, this image was shot by Steve Sleeper. So you don't have to do any sort of recognition in your videos or in any of the media that you do. And all of the images and videos are usable for commercial or personal purposes. So you don't have to worry about, well, gee, I can't use this in a product that I'm creating for a customer, because that's perfectly acceptable to do that. So you can have a lot of fun with that. And the same goes for the videos. If you go to the Pexels site, there's actually a menu off to the side, and you can choose, and it says free videos, and you go there and they've got all sorts of great videos. Things like technology, people using phones, people using computers. They've got animals, they've got locations, they've got scenery, they've got buildings, they've got cities. You name it, they've got it in there. Now, are you going to find everything that you've ever wanted in there? Probably not, which is why we keep Video Hive and even iStock on deck there, because, well, you're not going to find everything that you want. However, if you're patient, you can find some very good stuff there. It's very useful, and you'll be able to save a ton of money. Okay, the next site. This one is called Pixabay. 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 And this is another site very much like Pexels, which has all sorts of free images that are CC0 licensed, so you can use them in your commercial projects and your personal projects. And they have videos as well. Videos are new, so they haven't had them very long. You can go in there and you can click the video button, and you'll see they've got all those videos in there. Now, what you will notice is that Pexels and Pixabay will have a lot of the same stuff. So you have to look carefully. Each one will have stuff that's unique to them, but they will often have a lot of the same materials in there. So if you go in there looking for a video clip of a guy typing on a keyboard on either site, you're probably going to find the same video in both of those sites. So you just want to be aware that you don't want to double your efforts unnecessarily. So just pay attention to that. But it's another great site. Again, free. You just join. You download what you need. You use it. And there is absolutely no cost. Now, one other thing to mention with these sites, you would think that because these are Creative Commons and they're free, that maybe the quality isn't as good. And in some cases, it probably isn't. There's certainly some stuff in there that people have released that's not great. But a lot of the stuff that's in there is professionally shot and is just as good as anything that you can get on iStock. So you definitely want to check these sites out. Have these be your first and second destinations, because you can't beat free. It's a great way to get good stuff without spending a ton of money. So you definitely want to check that out. Again, that's Pixabay, Pixabay, and Pexels, Pexels. All right. So now we've covered some of the free sites here. Now we're going to talk about a couple of sites that are very useful that are, we'll call them discount sites, if that helps. And the first one that I want to talk about is a site called Video Blocks. VIDEOBLOCKS, Video Blocks. And this site is actually a very good site for a few things. One, they have a ton of stock footage. So if you need video of, people walking through the woods or whatever it is that you happen to need, they're going to have a ton of it. Now, this is not a free site. So you do pay. You pay, I believe right now they sell it for $99 a year. And so for that $99, you get access to all the videos that are on the site. Now, they also have another site called audioblocks.com. So they got video blocks and they've got audio blocks. As you can probably guess, audio blocks has all of your music. Now, in the old days, a couple years ago, for that $99, you used to get both video blocks and audio blocks in one package. I believe they separate that now, and I believe I'm not sure if it's $99 for the audio, but you have to pay for each one separately, but you get access to a ton of video and a ton of audio. It is worth every single penny that you spend on it. And the interesting thing is they've recently expanded their website so that now not only can you grab all of that footage that you wanted for free after you pay the $99, which I guess makes it not free, but that's okay. After you pay for the $99, you get your videos, you get your stuff that you need. They actually have a marketplace in there now, so you can actually purchase videos that you didn't have in the free section. They are a little more expensive, so you definitely want to use it sparingly, but you do have that option there as well, that once you've purchased or once you've picked up the stuff you need, you still need more, you can't find it on Video Hive, you can go back to Video Blocks, find it in the paid section, and just pay a little extra for that particular clip that you need. So it's a very good service as far as that goes. Same deal with the audio, downloading everything that you need. You've got a lot of great tunes in there, and you can really do some good stuff with that.
So that's Video Blocks, VIDEOBLOX, right?
Nope, CKS.
CKS.
Yep. And Audio Blocks, same deal.
See, I'm going to put all the notes in the all this in the show notes. So yeah.
Now, the other cool thing about Video Blocks, and if you go back to Video Hive as well, except that you pay for it on Video Hive, is Video Blocks has After Effects templates in there as well. So if you know how to use a program like After Effects, which is an animation program, you can actually download animation templates for things like logo intros, so animated logo animations, animated lower thirds, all that kind of fun stuff is in there as well. So if you want to start getting even more creative, not only do you have video clips, but you can download templates, animated lower thirds, things like that. And then as well, if you go to Video Hive, you have that same stuff in there as well. So you can download templates for doing some really cool animation stuff. Overall, just a really, really good site. Video Blocks, Audio Blocks, guaranteed to get you some really good stuff that you need for your videos. Now, the other site I want to talk about is a site called Dollar Photo Club. This is one of my favorite new sites that I actually joined back a few months ago. And it's at dollarphotoclub.com. And what you do is you sign up for Dollar Photo Club, and I believe they charge you a fee to sign up. It's like $20 or something like that. And for that $20, you get $21 images. Once you use up your $21 images, you now can pay for any more images that you want for only $1, which is a really good price when you think that iStock is charging about $33 for each image that you download. So they've got some really cool stuff in there. There is rumor that they're going to get into video as well. Haven't seen that yet, but hopefully that's coming down the pike because it's a great club to be a part of. I actually use it all the time to get images because they are so cheap, only $1. So you can have some really good stuff. And it's very high quality. As we mentioned with Pexels and Pixabay, sometimes you're not getting all the best stuff in there because you're getting whatever people are releasing for free. Well, with this site, you're getting Really good stuff at a very affordable price. So only $1 an image. You can't go wrong with that. Steve, do you have any sites that you like to go to that you download any interesting stuff from?
Well, I've been using Envato, and I've been using that almost exclusively. So this gives me a number of other places to go. I like Graphics River,
Oh yeah, and that's another thing that we should mention. We've talked a lot about video, and we've talked a lot about images and even music. But the other part of your video productions and any productions that you do are graphics. And if you go over to Graphic River, they've got a ton of designs in there for different things that you might need for your videos. Whether it's a mock-up of a product box, or it could be just a pre-designed logo, or anything graphic related that you need. They've got it in there. You can get little icons and all sorts of fun stuff that you can use in your productions. So it's a great place to go for that. And that's graphicriver.net. And it's a part of that whole Audio Jungle and Video Hive family. So you get all of your stuff in one nice location. So it's very slick indeed. Any other places you go to, Steve? I can think of one more that we're going to talk about very quickly here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, because that's that's pretty much what I've used. I can't afford. We joked about iStock, but that's really the last resort for me.
Yeah, it absolutely is, which is kind of sad, but it is. It's very, very expensive there, so we want to do anything we can to save a little bit of money on that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, so one other place that I want to mention, and I bring this one in last because this one's a little bit different. Believe it or not, you can actually go to YouTube to get some Creative Commons video. Now, you're going to be very hit or miss when you go to YouTube for this. And what I mean by that is a lot of the Creative Commons stuff are going to be finished videos, so they're already going to have graphics on them. They're going to have voices on them. So they may not be of much use to you in some situations. However, let's say that you're trying to do CPA marketing, or you're doing some sort of affiliate marketing for, let's say, a diet product. Well, if you go to YouTube and you search for diet products or the name of your diet product that you're promoting, and then set the filters to only show Creative Commons videos, you'd be surprised. You may find something that's very useful. Maybe it's a review from somebody that's Creative Commons. And what that means is if it's Creative Commons, just like on the other site with Creative Commons, that means you have the opportunity to use what somebody else has already created. That means if somebody did a review, it's Creative Commons, well, you have the ability to use that review of that product for your marketing as well. So you can grab that video and put it into whatever it is you're putting together. Now, again, you're talking about videos that may or may not be overly produced, may or may not be high quality, may or may not be useful when you try to download them and things like that. So you have to be kind of picky there, but I did want to mention that because we do love YouTube, and YouTube does have Creative Commons videos, and it just gives you another place to start and look for things. One example of something that I actually used YouTube Creative Commons for was I was doing a test on giving away what was called the Encyclopedia of Card Tricks. It was a book of card tricks that people could do, magic. And so what I did was I went to YouTube and searched Creative Commons videos for people doing card tricks. And I found some really cool videos and was able to use those in a montage that promoted the free download. So now we were able to create this free download very easily and have a nice video that showed people doing actual card tricks. So it was a very good way to add content for that. And again, very easy to do. You just search on YouTube, turn on the filter that says Creative Commons, and you're good to go. So there you go. That is my suggestions for saving a ton of money by getting stock media for your videos. Any last words, Steve, on stock media?
I also like your PLR videos, but I know that's a different subject altogether.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. And in fact, the PLR videos, the instant spokesperson videos, and for those who don't know what those are essentially produced videos for local niches. So a plumbing video, a lawyer video, things like that. And we sell those so that you can take them, add your customer's logo to them, and then use them on YouTube or whatnot to sell and make money with local businesses. Well, those are actually great examples of some of those common Creative Commons clips. Many of the clips that are used in the more recent videos actually come from the Creative Commons sources like Pexels and Pixabay. And the reason for that is because it saves us money. As long as there's a clip that's good and it works, we have no problem taking them from there and using them because it's a heck of a lot cheaper and it does the job just as well. So yeah, those are a great thing. And just to kind of understand what PLR videos are, PLR videos in these cases essentially are videos you're purchasing that you can then modify and use for your marketing. So what my customers typically do is they purchase these local videos. So let's say a DUI lawyer video. They download it. They add their customer's logo to it. Maybe they put a lower third across with their phone number, and then they upload it to YouTube to get traffic, or they put it on the person's website. All of those things are perfectly acceptable with these PLR videos. And if you don't know what PLR means, essentially what it is it means that you have the right to take this product and do something with it. And, it can vary depending upon, the person that's selling them. But basically, it just gives you the rights to take and change what's there to create something new with it. And in our case, they're just adding logos and phone numbers and things like that most of the time. But that falls under the PLR there, which is a very good way to get some great content for things. So,
and occasionally I'll go to Graphics River and get a graphic and slap it in there.
Yep, absolutely. It's a great use for that. And of course, if you want to make things unique, you can go to Pexels or you can go to Video Hive. You can get different clips of chiropractors and put them on there and make those kinds of changes to make it even better. So there you go. There's my sources for getting media that you can use for your video productions. And now, Steve, for something completely different. We don't have that sound effect anymore. We need to have that. So
yeah. Mindset matters. This is going to be cool.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get a little bumper made for this for the final videos. But mindset matters. Today, what we're going to talk about is a book that's going to allow you to be more productive throughout your day, be more thankful for the things that you have, and help you to improve your business, grow your business, and just be a much happier person overall. The product in this case is a book, and it's called The Miracle Morning, and it's by an author named Hal Elrod. And what it is it's a training book that teaches you how to start your day off to be more productive. And what Hal puts together in here is he teaches you some things you need to do every single morning so that you can, improve your business, improve your life, improve your day. And it's things like starting off with what he calls savers. So every morning you do things like silence and exercise and reading and affirmations and I'm trying to think what I missed here, visualization. So you do all of these things every single morning, and it's going to help you to have a more productive day. I've been doing it for about probably at least 6 months now, and every single day we do this. Part of it is writing in a diary, so scribing of some sort, and it helps you to get your day started. It helps you to be more productive. It helps you to plan your day a little bit. And, it's just a lot of great stuff. And the whole book teaches you a ton of things that you can do to kind of improve your day, improve your productivity, and just be a happier person overall. So highly recommended, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, if I can say it. And of course, it's available in all the usual places like Amazon, Audible if you want to get the audiobook version, and you can even get the downloadable version. So it's all there. And the cool thing is, if you are on our live stream right now for the show where you're actually signed in and everything. We've actually got you the ability there to just click on the book right now to see it on Amazon. But check it out. Again, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. We need to get him on the radio show at some point in time, Steve, is what we need to do.
That's right. Elrod.
Yep. And by the way, I've shared this book with friends and neighbors around here, and man, I'll tell you, some of those guys absolutely swear by this. They've forced their whole family into doing this every single day now. So,
well, that's cool. Well, I got to tell you something. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
You keep telling yourself that. You keep telling yourself that.
Stuart Smiley. All right. Okay.
Well, there you go. That's our episode for today. We hope that this has given you a little more insight into not only how you can set your mindset and start with a nice miracle morning, but you found locations that you can get media to save you a ton of money. Hey, if you save $50 on your next video, you can thank us. It didn't cost you anything to come to the podcast today, so you've got $50 back in your pocket directly from us, and so we're willing to take tips out of that if you're more than willing. So there you go.
Fabulous.
Absolutely.
You can send it to us as a PM in Facebook.
That's right. Absolutely.
It's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper on the Show podcast network. And today's show made possible by freevideoeditor.co. The easy way and the free way to start editing videos using high-end tools such as 4K video, 3-point editing, green screening, and all that other stuff you'd expect in a high-priced video editor. But in this case, it's absolutely free. Just head on over to freevideoeditor.co and download it today. All right. Very good. Well, that wraps up another show. Good stuff here, Ray. And actually, my wife is a graphic artist, so I'm going to send her the show notes. I'll have them posted on the YouTube video and also on the Show radio network. And let's end it up with the jingle. All righty, so there we go.
All right. Well, anybody that joined us, congrats for sticking through it and seeing our first one. In the future, we'll be able to start taking some of those calls and things like that directly in here. So it should be fun.
Yeah. I mean, this is neat. This is very cool. I'm glad you thought of it. So, okay, I'm going to end the hangout now.
All right.